Hey guys, and welcome to this video on Black Moon Lilith in the 10th house. So if you have Black Moon Lilith in your 10th house in your natal chart in astrology, this video is for you. So in this video, we're talking about what Lilith is, what the 10th house is, and what it means if you have Lilith in this placement. So Lilith was the first lady before Eve. She was kicked out of the Garden of Eden for not doing what Adam wanted. So this really sets up the archetypal energy of having an innate desire that is natural and true to you, and then being shunned and outcasted and punished for expressing that desire. What I find interesting about Lilith is that usually the people who are shunning us are doing it because what we're doing doesn't fall in line with what they want. So that's a really important thing to remember when it comes to Lilith. And so now let's talk about the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of career. People will call it the house of fame, but it's really not, because not everyone's famous. It's what we have the potential to be known for, good or bad, on a big scale or a small scale. So like, you know, you could be a housewife and you could be known in your circle of housewives as the one with the attitude, you know, and that's what you're known for. Or you could be known as the one who is really helpful, right? So it's like our reputation, it's like our legacy, it's like what we have to offer the world. It is our calling, oftentimes our passion, and sometimes this is what we do for work and sometimes it isn't. It just depends on the person. But what happens when Lilith is here in this house of, you know, our legacy is that people will not accept you when you are doing what you want to do with your life, especially when it comes to work and career. So your chosen career could be rejected by the people around you. Your chosen field, you know, could just be something people around you don't understand and they don't respect. So let's say you're born into a family who wanted you to be a doctor and you decide you want to be an alternative medicine, Chinese medicine specialist, and they do not accept that. You know, they will reject you for it. But what's interesting, because Lilith is here, that what you want to do with yourself, your life, it doesn't even have to be that strange. It doesn't have to be that weird. It's just not accepted by the certain people around you. Or, you know, in your career, sometimes you'll face Lilith type things. So a Lilith type thing in a career would be where you are forced to resign because you said something that was true or that you believed in, but that it's not acceptable in your position to say that. So I think of like politicians who have to resign when they say things that are inappropriate. Like maybe they're being true to their own selves, but the public is not going to have that. So on some level, you may have to reject the status quo. You may have to you may have experiences where you are standing alone with your belief systems or being under fire for your belief systems. You don't always have to be forced to resign, right? You could be in an office job where you are the one who says, let's not be racist, and everyone else in the office is like, no, we don't need to do that, and you're the one standing up for something that is triggering in some way. You could also embody Lilith type things in your work. So you could do the type of work where you advocate for women, like victims of domestic violence, women who have been abused, or where you bring up Lilith type things like women's rights, women's issues, or sexuality. Those could all be things that are just part of what you do. But for the most part with Lilith here, it's going to be people don't accept what you do, what you want to do in the world. And I even think of someone like Elon Musk. I don't know where his Lilith is, but that's an example of someone who is definitely on the right path for him. And a lot of people reject him because what he's doing is too big for them, for their minds. And they don't believe that it's worth it. Like, should we be even doing this when look at what's happening on Earth? Now, I think there might be some other esoteric stuff happening, some things below the surface there. I don't really want to speak on that in this video because I'm getting a little off topic, but the point here is whatever you choose to do for your work, people are not going to accept it. You're going to have to work a little harder. You may just not have support when you're younger to do what you want to do in life. You know, people just might not understand why you need to go do this crazy old thing that to them seems crazy, but to you it just seems natural. It's part of your own natural innate desires. So that is really going to be Lilith in the 10th house. You can book a private reading with me by clicking the link below. They are on sale through the 27th. And if you want to be the first to know about my promotions and special offers, get on my email list. You can also check out the Lilith Through the Signs videos that I did to check out your Lilith in whatever sign you have it in. So be sure to check those out, and I will see you guys in the next video.